So I want to thank Degreed again. They're our sponsor, and I want to invite Nikki Helmer, who is the head of product for skills and AI from Degreed, to come up and talk for just a few minutes about AI and learning specifically, which I know is a topic that a lot of you are interested in. Nikki was the head of learning at SAP and has worked with thousands and probably tens of thousands of people on their skills, and she just joined Degreed recently. So Nikki, over to you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, everyone, and hi. I have the pleasure to give you a very brief understanding of how AI is going to transform learning. And building on what Manuela was just saying, it really does come down to breaking down the tasks that agents are good at, breaking down the tasks that humans are good at, thinking about skills in that context. And there's no secret here that AI is transforming everything. In my opinion, there is no more urgent place than learning, because we all need to learn how to work in a new world where AI takes over parts of our jobs, but not all of them. We're thinking about applications, we're thinking about new problems. And as these skill requirements evolve faster than ever, AI is not just changing what we learn, but how we learn. So today I'm going to share with you 3 ways that AI is revolutionizing learning. 3, I think, are pretty obvious. I'm going to share one additional one that I think only a few people are thinking about yet. First one, AI is enabling much deeper personalization and adaptive learning. Traditional learning has been one size fits all, but people have different knowledge gaps. They have different learning speeds. They have different career goals. AI can now assess skills in real time, adapt content dynamically, and then provide those very hyper-personalized learning journeys to every single person in the world and in your organizations. Imagine an AI that notices that you're struggling with a key concept and then provides dynamically adjusted learning content, in that it's simpler explanations, or it's interactive exercises, or it's bringing it closer to home in a real world application that makes sense to you. That sort of personalized learning means people are going to be faster in skill mastery, they're going to have better retention, and your workforce stays ahead of change. Second point, AI is unlocking new modalities for learning. So learning isn't just about consuming content and taking classes. It's about practice. It's about feedback. It's about real world application. AI-powered things like coaching and simulations can now put you in a low-risk scenario where you can practice that real impact conversation that you're going to have. You can provide instant feedback and guide learners more in the flow of work. So imagine that you're a new manager, an AI coach can help you real time prepare for a difficult conversation. You can role play that experience. You can test different options that the other party might say and how you'll react, so you prepare and adjust in real time. And that shifts learning from something that's passive to something that's deeply interactive, making skills more practical and immediately usable for people in the workforce. Third one, AI provides better guidance and context, and this uses skills as the language. So thinking back to Manuela, on the very agent level, we need to break down every single thing that we do into very minute tasks. It's not actually interesting or relevant to know that humans can open an Excel file. I assume that you can do that, right? It's very interesting and very relevant to know that an AI agent can do that. So where then is this difference, and how are we guiding people to focus on things that are meaningful? It might no longer be grammar. It might be more in that critical thinking. And I think that's pretty obvious, but people do not generally have a good sense of what they should be learning next. You're all here because you're learning about this topic, but there are lots of other topics that you could be learning about right now. You've made a choice to be in this room. AI can help you map your skill relationships predict those future needs, and guide learners toward the highest value use of their time, the highest value learning opportunities. If AI can detect kind of shifts in the technology, like DeepSeek has announced, what do I need to know about? Is that important? You're right now doing that cognitive work. If AI can now sense that, knows your context, knows your industry, knows your role, knows your interests, AI can help guide you to say, yes, this is really important right now. For people's career decisions, understanding that supply-demand dynamic in your company can help you guide people to faster change. Learning becomes more intentional, more structured, and aligned with career growth and organizational needs. And those are the obvious ones, right? So super personalized, new modalities, and then better guidance and context. The one that I think people aren't thinking about, and I brought a little bit of data if we can pull up the slide, but there's going to be a convergence here of productivity, wellness, and learning. So if you look at this chart very briefly, this is data from Degreed showing the past 12 months of engagement with these types of skills from the roughly 10 million people that use Degreed. And what it's showing is that, yes, there's kind of this expected increase in sort of engagement with management skills. That makes sense. There's a lot of engagement with data analysis skills. We've actually put generative AI under more of a productivity skill. I personally think it's there. But there's this massive interest now in things that are like wellness and general productivity. And we think of those as separate, but in reality, learning, wellness, productivity, they're deeply intertwined. AI is going to be able to integrate learning into the daily work, balancing the cognitive load and your particular situation. Imagine an AI system that can recognize when you're getting mentally fatigued and suggests a short break, or changes the dynamic of the content, or schedules things in your downtime instead of this one-size-fits-all course. The future of learning won't be a task you have to schedule. It's embedded into the flow of your life in ways that are going to enhance your performance and your mental well-being. So I think it's very clear that AI isn't just changing learning, it's making it more personal, more immersive, and more strategic. And beyond that, it's going to blur these lines between productivity and wellness. There's no doubt that 5 years from now, talent management is going to be very different than how we do it today. But I think the real transformation are going to come from leaders who embrace this shift, not just to upskill people on this topic or that, but to build that learning muscle in their entire workforce so that they align the talent with the speed of business change. Thank you all. I appreciate it.